What's your worth? In the world of One Piece, your bounty is your price tag. And for the Straw Hats, it tells a story. A story of epic wins, shocking secrets, and for one crewmate, a story of historic world government-sanctioned disrespect. Today, we're not just looking at numbers. We're following the individual journey of every Straw Hat, from their first bounty to the legendary price on their head today. Let's start with the greatest tragedy in bounty history, Tony Chopper. Our doctor, our savior, the man who fought a pandemic in Wano and helped defeat Queen, is valued at 1,000 berries. Let's track this injustice. He started at 50 berries after Enies Lobby. They doubled it to 100 after Dressrosa. And as a reward for his work in Wano, they gave him a 900 berry raise to 1,000. I'm convinced that the Marine in charge of his file is just trolling him at this point. It's the biggest joke in the New World. Then there's Nico Robin. Her first bounty was a terrifying 79 million as a child. The government has always feared her mind. After Enies Lobby, it was a quiet 80 million, and after Dressrosa, 130 million. But in Wano, after defeating Black Maria and continuing her quest for the truth, the world finally put a number on that fear. 930 million berries. She is, and always has been, one of the crew's most dangerous members. Now let's talk about Usopp. He started as Soge King, with a 30 million bounty for the legendary act of shooting down the world government flag. But his masterpiece was in Dressrosa. Through a series of heroic lies and sheer chaos, and his bounty exploded to 200 million. After Wano, he's sitting at a cool 500 million, half a bill. The Sniper King deserves every berry. Jinbe's bounty reflects a long career of power and principle. As a warlord, it was frozen, but after Marineford, it was reinstated at 438 million. When he officially joined the Straw Hats post-Wano, the world acknowledged what that meant. A 1.1 billion berry price tag for the steadfast Knight of the Sea. And let's not forget Brook. After his reveal at Thriller Bark, he had 33 million. But his star turn was in Whole Cake Island. The man faced Big Mom one-on-one, stole a poneglyph rubbing, and lived to sing about it. His bounty rightly jumped to 383 million, a legendary feat for a legendary soul. This brings us to the crew's backbone, who don't get the respect they deserve. Franky started at 44 million post-Enies Lobby. After destroying the Smile Factory in Dressrosa and beating Senior Pink, he earned a 94 million bounty. In Wano, after all his contributions, he's up to 394 million, and the government used a picture of the Sunny. My man didn't even get his own face on the post. Sanji's bounty story is a roller coaster of emotion. He earned a solid 77 million after Enies Lobby, but the government had no photo. The hand-drawn sketch they used was a personal attack, and I stand by that. Post-Dressrosa, with a proper picture, he rose to 177 million. Then, his world turned upside down. In Whole Cake Island, his bounty didn't spike for his strength, but for his name. Vinsmoke Sanji, the son of Judge. That revelation shot his bounty to 330 million. It was a number tied to a past he hated, but in Wano, he reclaimed his identity through power, defeating the Calamity Queen and earning a bounty all his own. 1.032 billion berries. No more Germa, just Sanji, the warrior of the Straw Hat crew. Zoro's path mirrors his captain's, steady and sharp. He earned his first bounty, 60 million, after defeating the Blade Man Mr. One in Alabasta. At Enies Lobby, for cutting down the giraffe swordsman Kaku, he doubled it to 120 million. In Dressrosa, after making a mountain-sized statue of Pika look easy to slice, he jumped to 320 million, but his crowning achievement was in Wano. Armed with the legendary sword Enma, he defeated King, the right hand of an emperor. The reward? A bounty that finally reflected his status. 1.111 billion berries. The world now knows the price of the future world's greatest swordsman. Our captain's journey is a straight shot to the top. It began with a 30 million berry bounty for liberating a town from Arlong. A solid start. But beating a warlord in Alabasta, that got him to 100 million. Then, at Enies Lobby, he declared war on the world government itself and defeated Rob Lucci, rocketing to 300 million. After the Summit War, it was 400 million. After dismantling Doflamingo's empire in Dressrosa, 500 million. But the real shift happened in Whole Cake Island. By standing up to Big Mom, defeating Katakuri, and escaping alive, he was dubbed the Fifth Emperor, with a whopping 1.5 billion berry bounty, and after toppling Kaido and Wano and awakening his powers, a cool 3 billion berries. An emperor's price for an emperor. His dream has a number, and it's a number that shakes the world. So, what do we learn from these individual journeys? We see that the world government understands raw power. They see Luffy's fists, Zoro's blades, and Sanji's flames, and they price them accordingly. But they are blind to other kinds of strength. They underestimate the heart of a doctor, the genius of a cyborg, the will of a navigator, and the world-changing knowledge of an archaeologist. They see Chopper as a pet and Usopp as a liar, not the heroes they are. Their bounties are a collection of the world government's failures. Failures to understand them, to stop them, and to see that the true threat was never one person, but the unbreakable crew they all built together. From a combined 0 to over 8 billion berries, these numbers are more than a price. They are a timeline of rebellion, a receipt for every battle won, every flag burned, and every emperor toppled. They are the proof that a rubber boy from the East Blue didn't just become a pirate, he became an era.